Welcome back to the thrift store rundown, doing Disney on a budget. As magical as it sounds and looks, literally on paper, getting engaged at any Disney park anywhere in the world is pretty much old hat. If you can afford it, it's easy. Granted, there have been a few park proposals that received unwelcome interruptions from park staff, but for the most part, they go off without a hitch. Getting hitched, however, at any Disney park in the world is a completely different ballgame. So here I have a book that might just help you hit it out of either of the two Disney parks which bookend Disney's fairy tale weddings. Walt Disney World to begin with, and Disneyland to end with. 2 of the 10 fairy tale weddings I'll be highlighting for this review, all of them crafted by David Tutera. First out of his welcome debut at TSR with My Fair Wedding, the WeTV series later turned book. With facets and style tips by one of the contributors of Disney's fairy tale weddings, Kirstie Kelly. This Disney Edition's publication was picked up for $2.99 out of a stateside retail price of $35, priced higher in Canada. How much higher, I don't know, and for $35 here in America, I don't want to know. If this is not a magical bargain for you guys, you tell me what is. Or better yet, how about I show you why this is a magical bargain, with the first of 2 Disney park weddings. First up, the lovely Julie and the fair John at a Disney World Dream Wedding. The first couple ever to get hitched at Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom in Orlando, Florida, in front of family, friends, oh yeah, and 40,000 guests, who all came together to give these 2 quite a regal reception and welcome, etc. I mean, the way David put this together, it's as if you're witnessing an American royal wedding. Then again, when you get married at Magic Kingdom, it comes as no surprise. Next, and this is actually the final wedding for this book, a vintage Hollywood dream wedding with Ashley and Jordan getting married and sharing their love of movies, classic movies at that, and of course classic Disney movies, at Disneyland's Rose Garden. David's eye for detail applies here as it does in the first wedding and in the other 8 that you'll read about in here. As with My Fair Wedding, David leaves no stone unturned when it comes to wedding planning and execution with his sword of sorcery, his pen or pencil used to jot down all the personal touches that the bride and groom want in their Disney weddings. I mean, we're talking reception and rehearsal details, we're talking venue booking, program and invitation writing, we're talking fashion for the bride and groom, and of course for all of their guests, bridesmaids, best men, maid of honor, etc. We're talking about music and decor for mood and ambience, menu planning for the dinner reception, yes, and we're talking about the details within the details as a whole. For weddings as diverse as an Indian dream wedding, a beach wedding, a traditional country wedding in Pennsylvania, and as far as a traditional dream wedding that's significantly scaled down compared to John and Julie's wedding, but is no less charming, well, there's one venue that most couples would think twice before booking for anything ever again. Mar-a-Lago in Florida. Yeah. You do that, you're more than likely to get an unwelcome visit from, I don't know, the FBI! Given that club's ownership, you think twice before thinking about that wedding venue. But the wedding in that venue was no less charming. What I like is that in these after-story stats, David lays out all of the bride and groom's personal touches. Overview, fashion, invitation, color swatches, floral guides, specialty drinks, the menu, the music suggestions, the favors. And he also outlines how you can apply some Disney touches from classic Disney properties for your own wedding. I'd say about 9 out of 10 of these weddings were inspired by Disney princes or princesses. But you know what? They definitely all carry that signature touch of Disney magic. And by the way, all Disney weddings in here don't have to take place in a Disney park. In fact, 8 of the 10 of them, which is why I didn't really profile them in detail here, take place really all across America. Disney Fairy Tale Weddings is actually a boutique brand of Disney that organizes, plans, and executes Disney-themed weddings. There you go. And David and his company does it quite well. 5 out of 5 claps. I mean, if you're talking about a fairy godfather, as far as weddings go, David's pretty much hard to beat. There's a reason why all fairy tales begin with once upon a time. We don't want this to turn into twice or thrice upon a time because that just simply means bad luck. With Disney, you get only one shot to make your happy ending turn into a happier beginning. And I gotta say with this, if you can afford David's services, well, more power to you. But if you can't, and this is all you got to go by, you got a heck of a lot of happily ever after between 2 hardcovers to look forward to. And hopefully one day to use in your own fairy tale wedding, regardless if Tinkerbell spreads his pixie dust, or her pixie dust, or not. And by the way, let's make Tinkerbell a gender-neutral character. Not Disney getting woke. Ha! Imagine that. Thanks for watching. May your dreams come true. On the flip side, I gotta say, this guy is one thoroughly modern Mickey. He's gonna have to be if Walt Disney World wants to continue being the modernly marvelous place that it is.